Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. This time in top 5 strategies right now at Townhall 17 in Clash of Clans. The number 5 strategy in my opinion is Twin Hogs. It's an excellent army and it's created by Big Veil. He used to post a lot, he hasn't in a while. If he ever does post again, I would really recommend checking out his channel. King, we're going to be running the Giant Gauntlet and Rage. I like it with this army. You can totally use the Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball, but that's going to be seen in the next 4 strategies. So, you know what? I want to at least start off with this. Queen, Magic Mirror, and Healer Puppet. Warden, we're going the Eternal Tome and Life Gem. I really like the Life Gem ever since it's buffed, but you're totally okay to use the Rage Gem or the Healing Tome as well. Royal Champion, Hog Puppet, and Electro Boots. We're not doing any dive because a lot of those will be seen in the coming attacks. But let's go in for the first one, see what we can do here. Let's see if we get some damage off. With this army, I love to go straight in for the CC. You could even send your Royal Champion with the dive, but I'm like, you know what? I'll save that for the main push. So with the CC being my goal, I'm just going to set a funnel with the Yetis around the base. I'm going to give them each one Wizard, one the extra Wizard, and one a Valkyrie. Then we're going to go Ice Golem, E-Titan, change to our Log Launcher, go King and Queen, and then I like to add in a Skeleton spell here just to distract the Multi-Archer Tower and the Scatter Shot. And at this point, we're looking quite well. The king might run off to the side, which is unfortunate, actually. I was wishing he would join in with the main push, but you know, it's fine. I'm going to go Poison Spell. Then I'm just going to get an Earthquake Spell to destroy those walls, push our queen in towards the base. Ideally, even she's going in the wrong direction, but you know what? I'm actually going to turn this into a little bit of a Yeti bomb. Watch what I'll do. Because there's 3 Yetis in the CC, hence why I have them. They do a lot of value now for us. I'm going to go another Super Wall Breaker here for the next wall. King ability, Headhunter, and then I could just send my Super Hogs outside from here. Go like this with the Hogs, regular Hogs. Let's go Royal Champion and just dive in towards you. I'm going to get a heal spell early because of the scatter shot there. I'm going to freeze it, pop the Queen ability, make it go Invis, invest a Rage, let that all go absolutely bananas. I'm going to go another heal spell here for these Hogs just because we're going to deal with the Fire Spitter and everything like that. So I got to be careful. Got some Super Hogs on the outside. I will use the Warden ability now just because we did miss some of the Hogs. That was my mistake. These Queens here are doing great. I would love if they could take some that multi Inferno out, but they're not quite getting where I want them to. I will pop the Royal Champion ability soon, but I don't really need it right now. It's more so to deflect all the damage that I had in the core. But you know what? My Super Hogs made it through, which was what we wanted, but we're not going to have enough left over, you know what, to make it through the whole attack. That was a little bit on my bad because the Warden ability didn't encompass everything, so I kind of blame myself for that, but we got a bunch of Hogs still forming out, and we're going to take down the enemy king. Got those Hogs to help us with those Teslas, and we should be good, especially with how much time we have left in the attack. I could have definitely done a better job here, but you know what? Still got the job done, still going to get the 3-star, and it leads us into the 4th attack strategy. But if you want to see any more videos on this, I've done a lot on Twin Hogs, and I love it. Even if this one was close, we still have like, 45 seconds left in the attack, and it's awesome. So stay tuned for the next strategy. You're going to like it. And then for the number 4 army, I'm putting in Super Witches. I know it feels a little bit low, but don't worry. Like I said, my list isn't exhaustive. And when you see Super Witches, think of this also as being Super Bowlers you could replace here, Electro Titans. It's kind of those smash style attack strategies. You see 7 invisibilities. That's because I'm using the Haste and Electro Boots. It works very well to set one side of the funnel, Queen and Siege the other, and then your witches are just in there smashing the base. And then also you still have the Fireball, which you'll be using with the Warden, Queen, Magic Mirror, Healer Puppet, King, Earthquake Boots, and Spiky Ball. Let's go in for the attack and see if we can do a pretty good showing of this. And you know, right away, just because I want to take out the CC, I could just launch a Fireball right there, and then we'll smash through the middle of it. And here we're going to go Royal Champion. Remember, first invisibility at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So we're going to hold off. There we go. That's great. I need that Spirit Box to jump in here too. Remember, the next one's going to be at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. So right about there. And you know what? In this one, right when we go and use the next part of the invisibility, I'm going to pop the Royal Champion ability here so she can rip everything apart. Next ability is going to be at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Here we go. That was great. Spirit Box, I don't know if it quite made it. I'm going to use one more invisibility, which is going to be used at 2 minutes and 26 seconds. If we can take out this Town Hall, you know what? I actually might just trade it and take this Town Hall and use these extra invisibilities here. I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually probably didn't need that invisibility. That's my bad. But let's just launch this fireball straight away here. I'm going to get 2 earthquake spells, warden, fireball. There we go. We're going to get some of the Yeti mites to lure out. That's okay. I'm going to go 3 super witches here. And then I'm wanting to direct them over here. That's what I want. Apprentice warden, E-Titan, Yeti. Apprentice warden, king. And then I'm going to go queen and siege to walk up towards this side. Another super wall breaker for the next wall. Headhunter in for the enemy king. And then I'm just going to get a rage leading in towards the core. Jump spell out here. And we pretty much destroyed most of this base already. Just with the Root Rider. Sorry, not Root Rider, the Royal Champion. That was quite nice. And then my queen's going to struggle a little bit once she faces a single target Inferno. But I do have an invisibility to help her out. And king, I might use his ability early. Even though we don't quite need it. More so for the queen, but she can reach over, so it's actually ended up being all good. Pop the queen ability here, and then we can take out that ricochet cannon. One last invisibility that I still haven't used. Don't quite need it. I've got that jump spell over there. Got those poor little barb and 2 archers trying to do their best to clean up. Invisibility spell, I think we can just swag, but I'm not going to swag it. I don't need it for the next army, so you know what? It's there. And like I said, super witches will always dominate the meta right now, and just because, come on, smash style strategies are really good. E-Titan smash, Super Bowler smash, like I said. Have some fun with it. Look, the E-Titan's still up. We got all Super Witches up. King, Queen are up. I'm going to drop this invisibility now. Don't need it. Root Riders from the CC. Still crazy strong. Is it rightfully at number 4? Probably not. It could be a little bit higher, but like I said before, don't worry about it. I'll catch you guys in the next strategy. Okay, then for the number 3 spot, I'm putting in the Rocket Loon army with the Fireball. Reason for this is the next 2 armies I just think are easier to pull off. I wouldn't say they're stronger, but they are just so strong right now and so easy. That combination, that's why I put them above. But for hard mode, this is the go-to army. It's so good in hard mode. It's good in regular mode. A little bit harder to learn, hence why I put it at 3rd place. But guys, trust me, it is number 1 on a lot of pro players for their best attack in the game. So take this with a grain of salt. Don't be too mad that it's put at 3rd. It was a reason for that. But let's go in for the first attack. What we're going to do is first just run through the equipment. Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball for the king. Queen, Magic Mirror and Healer Puppet, Warden, Fireball, Ray Gem, Royal Champion, Rocket Spear, and the Electro Boots, hence why I bring in the Recall spell as well. This is pretty much to set up your Fireball. But let's go in, see what we can do here. And we want to lock in a 3-star. But what we like to do is find some Flame Flinger value. And I kind of see it already. I could take out this Expo right here with 3 Rocket Loons, I'm pretty sure. So let's just do that. And then I'm going to dive in towards this bottom side with the Royal Champion. I'm going to go like this. First invisibility is going to drop in a little bit later on. I kind of used those Rocket Loons a little bit too early. So 2, 3, 4. And then I can just wait for my next invisibility right about now. Okay, that was perfect. And then remember the one after this. We're going to run and just wait a little bit. They went invisible. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was great timing. 2, 3, there we go, and she's going to run out. She's going to take some damage. It's all good, and then go invis. I'm going to let her take out this Expo and then use 1 more invisibility on her. Why not? And then we can recall once we take out, hopefully, that Rage Tower. That'd be so ideal. I'm just going to hold off, run, 2. You know what? We're going to take too much damage. I'm just going to take it, and then I'm going to get in some minions here for cleanup. And this Flame Flinger is good to go down from over here. Rocket Loon like this. I'm going to get my Warden in from down here. The only thing you got to be careful about is your Warden sometimes takes a little bit too much damage. So be careful on how you use the, what was I going to call it? The Angry Jelly. So just be a little bit careful. Don't panic if you guys mess some of the attacks up. Sometimes it happens, so don't feel too bad. I'm going to get a couple Rocket Loons here. Ice Golem, King, Queen could probably start at the top side because remember, time's sometimes an issue with this army. Wizards behind a couple archers. And then let's work on this Fireball right here in this core. I'm happy with. I don't even need to use my invisibility. Just pop it like that. Take out that whole core pretty much. Flame Flinger's doing fine. It's struggling with that Mortar, which was my mistake for not having it out earlier. At this point, King ability needs to go off. I might drop a Rage for my Queen to make sure the Townhall goes down. Invisibility like this to turn her around. Royal Champion I'm going to drop over here. Pop her ability. Have her snipe out some of the base. I'm going to Rage my Queen. And pop her ability. Poison spell on these Ice Golems. Sure, why not? And then Rocket Loons just all over the base. take out the ricochet cannon. Let's see, what else can we take? Let's take out this back end ricochet cannon. Headhunter, I'm going to freeze there. Hopefully I'm trying to take out the enemy queen. Super wall breakers everywhere. We got one more invisibility. So this is what I mean. There's a lot of stuff going on with this attack, but it is super strong. I'll get that last invisibility in, and this is done deal for this army. I love it. It's one of the best attack strategies in the game. Does it take some time to get used to? For sure it does. Is there a lot of things going on? Heck yes there is. But I've made a guide video on this army and a bunch of other videos on it. If you need a deeper dive, go to those because I'm only doing one attack per strategy because I'm doing 5 strategies. It would be too long if I did multiple attacks for each army. So all of that is in a playlist on my channel. You can go find that. Again, I'll see you guys in the next strategy. I think you're going to like it a lot. Okay, then for the number 2 attack strategy, I've got Mighty Mike's army that he used last season to push to number 1 in the US. I've made a couple changes to it. I've added 3 invisibilities to do a Royal Champion dive with the Haste and Electro Boots. Love this combination. Warden, we're running the Eternal Tome and Rage. Queen, Magic Mirror and Healer Puppet. King, Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball. Have some fun with this army. The Royal Champion does a great job setting the funnel on one side, Queen and Siege on the other, and then you just smash the rest of your troops in towards the core, and oh my gosh, it does wonders. So let's go do this in Legends League and see if we can get a pretty nice 3-star. A little bit of a weak base, but you know what? It is what it is. So with our Royal Champion, we're just going to dive into one section. I don't want to go straight towards the CC, so I'm really liking the 6 o'clock entry. Doesn't matter because the base is symmetrical from these corners, so let's just go from here. Remember to watch the clock. First invisibility is going to drop in at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Just like that. That was perfect. The Spirit Box is taking some damage. I'm not too worried about that. Next invisibility at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. What I'm going to do this time is make the Expo go invis. You'll see why. The Electro Boots damage is just going to take that out for me. And then next invisibility is at 2 minutes and 36 seconds right here. I am going to pop the Royal Champion ability just to get some damage off. And then I'm going to recall once all this is taken care of. A little bit early on that recall, but I'm not too mad at that. Queen, Siege Barracks at the opposite side, 2 Witches to help funnel. And then I'm going to put our Baby Dragon in. Get all of our Root Riders here. Apprentice Warden, King, Warden, a couple Valkyries on the outside. Valkyries up the center way. Healers, and 1 Loon. I'm going to go heal spell, free spell there. I'm going to Rage, Headhunter. Warden decided to go with that main push. That's also fine. I am going to pop an early Warden ability. Poison spell in the core. And you know what? Because there's so much damage here, I'll overgrowth all of that. I'm fine with that. And Royal Champion can just join up with the main push. Reason I did that is just to take out with traps and hopefully secure that enemy Royal Champion. Yeah, she'll take that down. But you know what? Was I really happy with that? I don't know. I feel kind of indifferent about how I used that. At first I thought it was a smarter play, but you know what? Turns out it wasn't that great. I am going to overgrowth this out again. Because we've got such a big push brewing, I'm totally okay ending there. Because with the Queen ability, we should be fine. I'm going to get this one little archer out here. Only thing I got to be careful about now is, did I overgrow too much damage? I don't think so, because look how many Valkyries are out in front. Root Riders. We even got the 2 Witches that survived the whole attack. They are going to get smashed after, but you know what? It's all good. I've got the Magic Mirror to help us out. We're going to take out this Archer Tower, then turn our attention over here. I'm just going to pop the Queen ability because there is no anything else that's going to cause me some problems, except I don't want that Poison spell to become active, hence why I wanted to get through this quickly. But yeah, with those Valkyries, Queens, Root Rider's still up. We're breaking through the walls. King's up. Got some healing too. It's smashed. I love these armies. Like, all of these armies I'd recommend. Yes, I have to put them in order for this video, but I just love all the strategies, so it doesn't really matter for me. Like, I'll use the 5th one. I'll use the 3rd one. I'll use the top rank one. The 2nd one. It doesn't matter to me. I love all the armies. I just kind of wanted to compile a list at the strongest strategies at Townhall 17, but I'll catch you for the number 1 army in the game, and I don't think many of you are going to be surprised on what it is. Okay, then in terms for the number 1 army in the game, I think it's Masked Dragons, but you can change around the spells. You could go 14 invisibilities. You could go 11 invisibilities. You could add clone spells. You could also mix us in with Hydra. I know you guys probably haven't seen Hydra on the list. It's because I kind of put it in with Masked Dragons. It's a variation of them, and I didn't want to make it a second attack strategy because I felt like that takes away from the video, so that's why I kept it out of the top 5 list. But at number 1, it's any sort of dragon army, seriously, like Masked Dragons, Electro Dragons, Super Dragons. That's kind of what I put close to number 1. But in the number 1 spot, it's Mass Dragons. Because just right now they're taking over. You can totally also play around with the heroes. I like the minion prince, but I just kind of wanted to show it off with the king and the angry jelly. With the earthquake boot and spiky ball, works quite nice. Queen, giant arrow and healer puppet. Warden, eternal tome and rage. Royal champion, seeking shield and rocket spear. Just watch how we do this with the 11 invisibilities. The only thing I'll have to say is be careful a little bit of time. You can sometimes run into some issues with that. So we're going to get our warden set to air. Then I'm just going to, with the Royal Champion, snipe out a section of the base. You don't have to go for anything too crazy. The King, I'm tempted to also just throw at the Monolith and just take that all out. But, yeah, I don't know. He's going to go down so quickly that you're really not going to get any value from the Angry Jelly. But then again, I don't really care either. So, okay. We'll think about that later. Let's go Royal Champion here. I'm just going to pop her ability, let her start sniping away. If she takes some damage from an Expo, I don't care. That's fine. I'm just going to let her go. Then when she targets this Expo, she's going to take it out. Then move over to the scatter shot. See how many shots she takes at it. Then we're going to get our first invisibility in like this. As she lures in towards the ricochet cannon. Get our next invisibility. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Next invisibility. 2, 3, 4. There's our next one. 2, 3, 4 right there. Okay, we got to do a better job of keeping the Royal Champion up. She's taking a little bit too much damage, so I'm going to be a little bit quicker with these invisibilities. So 2, 3, 4, because I can't even afford any more shots at her or I'll be in a load of trouble. So one more invisibility. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Can she get the Townhall? 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I almost let her take too much damage there. Minute 53 seconds left. She's not going to quite get the Town Hall. That's all good. You know what? I'm just going to send the King here. Pop his ability, take all of that junk out. Queen, I'm going to use to snipe out these air defenses. See if I can line up the shot. I don't think I'm going to get it perfect. Should at least get minimum 1. That's all good. Then I'm just slowly going to start sprinkling in some dragons just to do some damage here. The rest, I'm going to go like this. Main push right here. Crazy spread of the dragons. Do I even need a blimp? Yes, I do for the Town Hall. Make sure that'll go down. Having these dragons spread out like this is a good thing just because there is still a lot of damage left up on the base. I'm going to blimp actually out a different compartment just because for time's sake. So I'm going to drop them in like this, provide them a free spell, and then those dragons should go crazy. Warden ability now to make sure the rest of the dragons stay up. These 2 dragons, I was going to first invest a free spell, but I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I'm going to go free spell on the backside instead. That way we can take care of the Town Hall. We should be able to push in towards the back end. The backside air defense I'm not too scared about because my Queen's right there and she's going to target that next. Take that out. And now there's really not much damage. I don't want that poison tower to become active, so hopefully the dragons take that out. And yeah, the rest of the base is pretty much washed. The only thing we got to be careful about, guys, is time. I just want to mention that. If you're using this many invisibilities, time is what's going to really do you dirty. Other than that, you usually will be totally fine. But with the enemy king here, we might run into some trouble. With the warden, queen, and everything shooting, though, we should be good, I think. But again, I love this strategy. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very strong right now. Had to put it at number 1. I can't really put an army above this. The main reason also for this, guys, is I should explain, is because think about this. Dragons got a new level. Electro Dragons got a new level. They're going to dominate the early portion of the meta. But after, I wouldn't worry too much because then, like, say, Hog Riders are going to get a new level. Miners. All the other troops are going to start catching up. And then we're going to see even more other armies going to take this over. So don't worry. It's going to be a Dragon meta early like it usually is. And then it'll settle back down. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. And if you want to enter the 17,000 subscriber giveaway, all you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, drop 1 comment to get 1 entry till a max of 1 entries. That's it. That's all you got to do. If you forget any of the rules, they're in the pinned comment and the description of the video. It's lasting 72 hours. Started 2 days ago, so you only have 24 hours to enter. And then again, any more questions about it, just drop them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And then again, just quickly, if you've dropped a comment in any of the previous videos, you don't have to enter again. I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Peace out.